Hello all, trying to shade you from the sun. So today we're going to talk about the climate change issue going on. NASA has come out with some serious information today on what's been happening in September. We finally have the numbers. So September is the hottest September ever recorded, the hottest September since record keeping, by 0.007 degrees Fahrenheit or 0.004 degrees Celsius. But from 1950 to now, this is the hottest September, and it has gone up 1.64 degrees or 0.91 degrees Celsius. So NASA has no doubt at all that 2016 will be the hottest year ever since record keeping. Let's go over to an astonishing heat map. All right, so here you're looking at something pretty amazing. We have looked at these maps since 2011, so you can go back to my early climate change updates and see what the map looked like. It looked a lot different than this. Even just the last map we saw, where there was 5 or 6 cool areas, there's only 2 cool areas now, and they're barely cool. The planet is really hot. Look at that map. Alright, we know exactly what's causing all the heat is the greenhouse gases, which trap sunlight's heat or radiation into the planet's atmosphere, not letting it escape to the planet. It's just the way the chemicals work with CO2 and other chemicals. So let's go over and look at the CO2 count. Now, the reason we pay attention to this one more than most others is because it's changing the fastest and has a long-term effect. So it can take several years for the CO2 count to transfer into heat. And right now we're still in the 390s heat right now. When the CO2 was 390, we're still in that heat now, and you can see how hot it is now. We're boiling today. We're at the end of another heat wave here in California. Getting tired of sweating so much this year. Okay, right now I'm going to go over to the board. I'm going to show you what's happening in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so here in the waters of the Pacific, it looks pretty warm. We have extremely hot water up here going through the Straits of Alaska and up into the Arctic Ocean. This is Japan here. It's not quite up to scale. We got good warm water all throughout the Pacific Ocean, except for a little bit of cool water right about in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. There's some cool water, which I think is the only way that we're getting storms to come into California, is that there's this little bit of cool water. La Nina is down here, and it's pretty much died out. But the water temperatures up in the northwest and way up here in Alaska are extremely hot compared to what they normally are. This is moderately warm. Throughout the rest of the Pacific Ocean, moderate to normal temperatures with a little bit of coolness there. Alright, one more place I want to go to is the U.S. drought map. As you can see, as of October 18th, things have definitely improved in the northwest, but is degrading pretty much everywhere in the southeast and southwest. I don't really worry too much about East Coast droughts because they don't last very long and they end pretty quickly. It's the southwest and the west that seem to have the long-term drought. Well, as we saw in the last debate, climate change was very far in the back burner here in the U.S., which means that we don't really seem to care about climate change. So when we vote one of these D or R into office, climate change will not be on their radar at all. It'll be no better than it is now. We've been warned repeatedly by every kind of scientist you can imagine that we need to do something right now. Not small, but a major thing, like 95% decrease in all use of fossil fuels right now. And every minute that we're not doing it, we're just adding to that heat that's coming very soon. You know, we think that this summer was hot. You know, every summer is going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. We're cooking ourselves in an oven, and we seem to don't care. I'm seeing bigger and bigger vehicles on the roads these days because of the feel that men need a bigger car to show how macho they are. I never will understand that one either. So there's a lot more news about climate change, but just don't always have the time to put it all together and upload it and all that. So we'll keep this one a little bit shorter. So I definitely appreciate all the comments on my last video. I got none of the comments. I don't know what they were. They completely disappeared. It shows that I got 3 comments. Once again, YouTube is on that kick where you don't get to see your own comments from your channel. They're working on something again. Alright guys, I appreciate all the new subscribers also, and the ups and the downs, and until next time.